Do you ever daydream about sailing the turquoise waters of the Caribbean, or enjoying an amazing dinner with a waterfront view with your toes in the sand? Every charter trip we take seems to take on an identity of its own. Many factors can dictate the vibe of your trip, what location you decide to visit, what boat you select to charter, the crew that you bring aboard to spend the week with, and the itinerary you choose can make each of your trips much different than the last. Those are some of the things we have come to love about our sailing trips. No two trips are the same. Whether you are sailing the deep blue waters around Grenada, swimming with the vast marine life in the Bahamas, enjoying the culture and fine cuisine in Greece, or bar hopping and enjoying the nightlife that is offered in St. Martin or in the BVI, there are many destinations to charter that are sure to please any group. In this video, we will talk about the cost associated with a bareboat charter and hopefully show that it is more affordable than one might think.
We are Jillian and Brian, high school sweethearts from Stillwater, Oklahoma. We enjoy finding new adventures through our travel and have developed a passion for sailing. For now, this channel will show our love for sailing through our bareboat charters, as well as sharing the unique places we find while traveling with friends and family. That is, until we can give up our daily grind and fulfill our dream of crewing our own catamaran. Subscribe and follow along with us on our adventures, as we are determined to find the Caribbean's best beaches, bars, and amazing sunsets, one anchorage at a time.
Hey guys, today we are inside. It's kind of a bad weather day. It is springtime in Oklahoma, so it's raining outside. So we're inside doing a video, but we are gearing up for a boat trip in November to
The British Virgin Islands.
Back to the BVI. So we haven't been to the BVI in a few years, so we are looking forward to going back, and we're putting together an itinerary. There's so many new places in the BVI that we haven't been to or that have changed since we've been, and so we're really looking forward to going back. But today we're putting together a video kind of breaking down the cost of a bareboat charter, what you get whenever you invite people on vacation. What's the first question we get?
They want to know how much it's going to cost. So
how much does this trip going to cost?
Yeah, so we are going to break down the cost of a bareboat charter, as well as how we kind of split things out to make it an affordable vacation for us. So stick around and yeah.
Okay, stick around.
Stick around. The first decision to make is to choose a destination. There are several large charter companies that have charter bases all over the world. Here are some of those locations. As you can see, there are a lot of options to choose from.
We have only chartered with the Moorings one time, but we find when researching destinations, their website does provide the best information among other charter companies. Their website is easy to navigate and provides useful information about the charter bases, as well as information regarding the destination itself and a detailed itinerary.
So this trip we booked with Navigar Yachting out of Nanny Key.
Nanny Key, yeah.
And we have, if you go back to several of our videos, we've done Navigar in the Bahamas. We've used a couple other charter companies, but we went with Navigar this time. We are going to be on a 45-foot Fontaine Peugeot.
Yeah, we're excited to be on a different brand of boat, because we've been on Lagoon's brand, 42, 46 foot. So we're going to be on a different boat. So we're excited to be on a different boat and just see the difference.
Yeah, so we're ready for that challenge to step on something new. We're going to do a 7-night charter. Mm-hmm. Typically, this boat is going to cost anywhere from like $8,000 to $14,000 for a 7-night charter. But here's where we're going to throw in some pro tips for you guys on looking at the pricing for booking a bareboat charter.
Yeah. So really, the way that it's broke down is the charter companies are going to base it on like a low, mid, high season. Most charter companies, they might do a low or a high, but most charter companies do a low, a mid, and a high season. So obviously, if you go in low season, it's typically
cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper. It is a lot cheaper. High season is expensive, but if you go in high season, you can probably expect nicer weather. But it's going to be busy. It's going to be, I mean, that's the favorite time for everybody to go.
Yeah. So another tip we want to throw out to you guys that we've learned here recently is just like other department stores have holiday sales, so do most charter companies.
Yep.
So we were able to get kind of a year-end sale at the end of 2023, which I believe we got 30% off, if I'm right.
Yep.
But we started noticing with charter companies like Black Friday sales, New Year sales, especially if you're able to go with a much shorter notice.
Last minute deals are, yeah, I mean, you can get 30, 40. I noticed one charter company was offering 50% off, but it was, 3 weeks out. So if you can drop everything you're doing and go on vacation in 3 weeks, then you can really get a boat at an affordable price.
Yeah, so definitely keep your eyes out for those holiday sales because they are going to be offering discounts, as well as like being flexible with your travel date. You might end up saving a lot more money being flexible. Once you have selected your destination, it's time to figure out what boat checks all the boxes that you need to have an amazing charter. A typical size for a bareboat charter is between 40 and 50 feet. The boats will have between 3 to 6 bedrooms depending on the size of the boat. Here are some interior layouts from catamarans ranging from 42 to 50 feet. If you'd like to watch a walkthrough video, go back and find our boat tour from the Lagoon 46 we chartered in the Abacos.
The biggest factor that determines the cost is how large is the boat and how many bedrooms it has. As the boat goes up in size, so does the price. The age of the boat is also a factor. Charter programs last around 5 to 6 years, so the older the boat, the more wear it has. The price of the boat is reduced as it ages within the program. What systems and equipment the boat is equipped with? Boats can be equipped with AC, water makers, and other things that make living aboard for a week a lot more comfortable. But adding these systems can also add to the cost. Other add-ons such as Wi-Fi, stand-up paddleboards, or other types of water toys are all add-ons as well.
Each charter destination will have a low and a high season, meaning the weather is more probable to be ideal during the higher seasons. High season is vastly different for the Caribbean than in the South Pacific or the Mediterranean. Each company will have a price adjustment to coincide with the season. Tortola Marine Management, or TMM, based out of the BVI, divides the year into 4 seasons, A through D, which is laid out on their website with their pricing. So another cost that we're going to split between people on the boat is the mooring balls. Especially in the British Virgin Islands, everywhere you go, it's going to be a mooring ball.
Most everywhere.
Yeah. You've got 2 options. You've got the first come, first serve balls, which range from $20 to $35 a night.
They're exactly what it is. First come, first serve. If there's a ball open, you can jump on it. It's $40, I think, a night. And then the boating ball system. So the boating ball system is they have a website that you can get onto, and there is a map of all the balls. You click on a ball at 7 a.m. By 7 a.m. and 20 seconds, it seems like they're all booked up. It's a very, very popular system because it is easy, but it's been a very controversial thing. If you follow any of the, some YouTube videos, but some of the chats in the groups
Facebook
the Facebook groups in the BVI, it is a hot topic. A lot of people think it's a terrible system. A lot of people love it. We haven't had a bad experience with it, but I know there's a lot of people that do. So let us know, because whenever we go, we're planning on using boating ball. So if you're watching this, comment and let us know. Do you think it's worth it? We plan on probably using boating ball, and if we can't get a boating ball, then we'll just try to get a first come, first serve ball. And most everywhere we go in the BVI, we'll probably try to get a ball, just because most of the popular anchorages and the popular hotspots, that seems to be the going thing is is to have mooring balls. That way you can get more boats into a tight space, and obviously that way they have more boats coming into the bars and restaurants there.
Yeah, so we're gonna budget about $300 for the mooring balls for the week and split that 8 to 9 ways. Here's an example of the cost breakdown and the cost associated with booking a bareboat charter. With the boat costing $10,000 for a 7-night charter and factoring in our 30% discount, the total for the boat is $7,000. Mandatory insurance through the charter company was $900. Factoring approximately $50 a day for 6 nights for mooring balls is $300. Fuel costs $250. Wi-Fi $150. Cruising taxes is $4 per person per day, totaling $225. All that totaling up to $8,825. Splitting that 8 ways brings it to $1,103 per person. Another tip we have for you guys is establishing a relationship with a charter company. So for us, that's Navigar. We've booked with them several times, and they actually offer a repeat customer discount. So we're able to save an additional 5% on our bookings. So
and when you look at the boat costing, $10,000, $13,000, $15,000, 5% is quite a bit of money. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, so if you're interested in our broker's information, feel free to drop us a comment below in the chat and we'll send you her contact information. So there you guys have it. There's our breakdown of costs for our upcoming bareboat charter. Hopefully you guys found that information helpful and useful, especially if you're interested in doing your own bareboat charter, or if you're interested in jumping on one of our boats, let us know.
Yeah, everybody asks what we do and how much it costs, and that's a concern, but it's really not that bad. Everybody splits the cost of it, and it makes it, for the quality of vacation you get, it really isn't that expensive. So hopefully it kind of helped you guys break down the cost, and hopefully it'll encourage you guys to get out and do it yourselves.
Yeah, so if you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you on the next adventure.